Ballers for life.
Bonjour, basketball buffs, and hello, Raptors Nation. Welcome to another episode of Ballers for Life, your channel for the latest Raptors content and all things basketball. I am your host, Coach Y. In today's episode, our 5 hot items on the menu are Svi Mykyailiuk, our most recent acquisition, Summer League Part 2, where we look at forwards and centers. Number 3, our feature vid, an oldie but a goodie. Basketball 101, some basics for the youth, and wise words, practice points. Let's go! Svi Mykyailiuk was born in the Ukraine, a 6'7" guard forward, 24 years old, played for the Jayhawks before being selected in the second round by the Lakers. The Raptors are his 4th team after 3 seasons. His career stat line reads 8.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. So, what's notable about him and why did Masai pick him up? Well, he's a 3-point specialist. In the 2019-2020 season, which was the only season he didn't switch teams and got some consistent minutes, also played the most games at 56, which is a good sample size. His 3-point shooting percentage was 40.4%. Other than that, he's athletic and has some hops. Just watch the highlights. Where I'm worried, however, is on the defensive side. Can he stay in front of his man and not be a liability? I see him coming off the bench to give some offensive punch to the second unit. He's on a 2-year minimum contract and still young, so it's a pretty good risk-reward potential. Let's kick it off with a bang with Scottie Barnes. Like what I saw from Scottie, can see potential in both his offense and defense. I like the fact that he didn't try to force his game too much. He's athletic, strong, has a great no-fear attitude, wants to win, has great passing ability, great in transition, and finishing strong at the rim. Time will tell if he's just an all-star or a superstar. Anything else would be a bust. I give him 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next, we have Freddie Gillespie. He was good for us last year, showed a lot of promise, but did a 360 Jekyll and Hyde on us during Summer League. He was fumbling the ball, couldn't finish, getting outplayed. He was just a step slow. I feel that during Summer League, it was a quicker paced game, but he still has a chance to redeem himself at camp. Otherwise, I see him in the G League to season more. I give him 1 out of 5 stars. Next, we have Anas Mahmoud. Straight to the G League. Do not pass go. 1 out of 5 stars. Okay, after that, we have Isaiah Mike. First off, shout out to Scarborough. Call me biased, but I see potential. He has a certain je ne sais quoi. I also see him needing more time in the G League to prove that potential, however. Just a hunch. I give him 1.5 out of 5 stars. Our next candidate is Ishmael Wainwright, or PJ Tucker 2.0. He was up and down in his games. He needs to be more consistent with his 3-point shooting. He's a strong and good defender, will help us match up against bigger forwards. He has good passing ability, can run the floor well, had a great game against Houston, 20 points, 11 rebounds, and looks to be a great teammate with leadership qualities. I give him 3 out of 5 stars. Our final candidate is, wait, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Precious Achiuwa taking flight. I'm super excited to see this guy in the regular season. He confirmed what we already know about him in the Summer League. He's an athletic big, a strong finisher at the rim, can block shots, rebound, and brings toughness. Looks like he was given the green light to shoot the threes in the Summer League, unlike what he experienced in Miami. And I would expect much of the same in the regular season, if he's open. I give him 3.5 out of 5 stars. Our feature of the day is Shadid Limewire Shabazz from Washington. If you ever thought defense was boring, watch this. Our goal is this man was everywhere. Front court, back court, sidelines, baseline. But no other place was dearer to him than the floor. Now that's what you call hustle. For this Basketball 101 segment, we're going to keep it locked on the defensive. What makes somebody an elite defender? The first step is, if you're an on-ball defender, actually just that, your step. Use your feet. You should be on the balls of your feet, meaning the front of your feet, balanced and ready to stay between the basket and your opponent, keeping your behind or posterior low to the ground while in an athletic stance. 3 drills that come to mind are fast feet, zigzags, and the mirror drill. Only start focusing on your hands and swiping after you master using your feet and getting into position.
We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man.
You've heard it a million times. Practice makes perfect. It's one of the few times that TV did not lie to me. Here are some keys to practicing by yourself. Number 1, watch an expert do it online and pay attention to the details. Number 2, practice it regularly. Every day if you can. Number 3, whatever you do with your right, do with your left. Number 4, make whatever skill you're trying to achieve slightly harder than what you can already do in order to develop. We call these loads. Adding a layer of difficulty through, for example, increase or decrease in time, movement, number of reps, simple to more complex, etc. Number 5, you want to follow a progression. Once you master a skill in practice, you want to use it in a game-like situation. So first 1 versus 1, then a small pickup game, and finally in a game. Number 6 is a real gem that I'm giving you. A wise man once said, "What can be measured can be managed." So, collect data on yourself. How many shots are you taking during practice? What's your percentage? What's your range? There are apps that will help you with this nowadays. A really basic way to do this is to watch yourself on video, either during practice or when you're playing against somebody else, or even in a game. You can figure out what your tendencies are and try to improve your game that way. Okay, number 7, our final practice point is practice with somebody who can help give you feedback as well as push you during your practice. If your practices are challenging, your games will be easier. All right, that's it for me. If you like what you heard, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, if you have any feedback, comment, or constructive criticism, let me know. Our goal is to try and improve this channel. So having said that, we'll catch you on the next one. Live, love, ball.